Bum ba ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Hello, everybody. I am late again for my own party. I am. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. We are live. I am setting up for the ceremony. I actually. I was getting everything ready. I was going to be on time. And then I realized that I had left, let's see if I can do this, my sign outside on the sidewalk. And so I had to run out and get the sign to bring it in because the store that where my office is closes it before I get done with our ceremony. And so if I don't go fetch it, it either stays out all night long or they have to bring it in for me, and I'd rather be self-sufficient that way. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Welcome. I am just trying not to be too much of a spaz here. Come on in. I'm just getting set up, letting people realize that we are live so they can join me. Come on in. Let me know you're here. Sometimes Facebook Live doesn't really help much in that area because the numbers don't always match and I can't always tell who all is here. So come on in. Let me know who's here and give me some love, give me some hearts and likes and stuff if you feel like it. I'm excited to see you. So, and I just got the fire lit. So we've got our fire going. Hey, love. So I am oofda, ready to go. All right. So let me move this a little bit. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am getting set up. Come on in. Make yourself at home as I get ready. And I actually came in a minute late, but I had some housekeeping things to do, and I thought I was going to be on time, but I had to go grab my sandwich board sign thingy off of the sidewalk before I forgot about it because the store is going to close before we're done here. So, and plus it's okay too because I like to talk a little bit beforehand, give people a chance to catch up, to know that we're live. Sometimes people don't see it right away, but I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Bear with me as I get ready. I'm setting up my altar. And I also wanted to remember to tell you that if you enjoy this, every Sunday morning, if you're local to the Seattle, Bellevue area, every Sunday at 11 o'clock at Stargazer's Metaphysical Gallery in Bellevue, I lead the pipe circle there. Tess Sterling, the woman who opened Stargazers back in the 80s, recently passed, and she passed on to me, handed me the reins of that pipe circle. And so I want to officially invite you Sunday mornings, 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock at Stargazers in Bellevue. It's absolutely free. And if you enjoy seeing it in video, you come and see in person and actually sit with people, and we drum and sing and all kinds of stuff. So, okay. Whew. Yeah. All right, so thank you again for joining. If you're new here, my name is Patrick. I am the owner of Perching Wolf Studios, Shamanic Arts. And I am your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do Sacred Pipe Ceremony tonight. And if you're new here, just a little bit of history. I started doing this a couple of years ago at the beginning of the pandemic. In fact, I have my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel where I've been posting all of those videos. So there's over 2 years worth of videos of pipe ceremony on my YouTube channel if you want to. If you ever feel like you need to connect, need moments of stillness, you know, pick one, and I always give some kind of little talk or whatever, and you'll be surprised. It'll probably be exactly what you needed to hear. So I feel like I knew I was forgetting something. My flicker tail. All right. So in ceremony, the first thing we do is we set an energetic container within which we can do our ceremony, within which we can, because the spirits are holding space for us, a higher vibrational frequency, keeping anything of a lower frequency out, we can let go of our own personal shields and armor and walls so that we can open up, number one, to connect to Great Spirit, and number two, to receive. You know, you can't grasp water. The only way you can hold water is with open hands. The same with spirit. The only way to receive spirit into your life is you have to open your heart, right? A closed heart can't receive anything. You can't grab spirit. So that is actually part of the reason I started doing this back at the beginning of the pandemic, because I wanted to give people the opportunity to set safe and sacred space for people so that they could let down their guard and take the world off of their shoulders and connect to spirit. So that is what we are doing here. And so I am going to set sacred space by calling in the elements and the spirits to come and hold that space for us. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Thank you. Oh. Awesome. Alrighty. So I don't know about you guys, but it has been a heck of a couple of weeks. I actually purposely, I don't know if you can see my shirt, I purposely put on my Kingfisher shirt this morning because I needed some Kingfisher medicine. And what Kingfisher brings is smooth sailing, calm days. In Greek myth, there was this couple, Alcyone and I can't remember her husband's name, but they were these lovers that they were just so totally in love, and fairy tale love affair. And so they started calling each other Zeus and Hera because they were like, our love is so big. It's like we're Zeus and Hera. Of course, the gods in Olympus didn't take too kindly to them comparing themselves to them. And so when Alcyon's husband went off to sea, Zeus sent a thunderbolt at his ship and sunk his ship. And so he died at sea. And after that happened, Morpheus, the god of dreams, visited Alcyone in her dreams to tell her what had happened to her husband. And she was so distraught that she threw herself off the cliff into the sea. And the gods took such pity on them, were so impressed by this display of true love, that Zeus repented. I don't know what the right word is, but he realized he had not been in the right, and so he took them both and turned them into kingfishers. And this was around winter solstice, and Aeolus, the god of the winds, who was Alcyon's husband's father, decreed that 7 days before winter solstice and 7 days after winter solstice there would be total calm, so that the mother kingfisher didn't have to worry about the winds blowing, so she could nurse her eggs, she could take care of her eggs, nest and everything without having to worry about the winds. And it's come to mean, the halcyon days. It means calm days, smooth sailing. And after all the upheaval and topsy-turvy energy of late, I know in my own life and pretty much everyone I've talked to lately, things have been crazy. So I purposely wore Kingfisher tonight to bring on those halcyon days, to bring on a little bit, a calming of the storms, a calming of the winds. So like in our magic sacred circle here, we can find stillness and connection. So anyway, that's why I am purposely wearing this shirt tonight. So, in case you are new, I always do a little tutorial to let you know exactly what the pipe is, why we do what we do. And so, this is a sacred pipe. You might know it, recognize it as the peace pipe from Hollywood. And the pipe was given to the Lakota people 19 generations ago. I've never sat down to try to figure out how many years ago that was, but quite a long time. And White Buffalo Calf Woman, who was a sacred being, brought it to the Lakota people, presented it to them, taught them how to smoke it in a sacred manner, and gave them a total of 7 ceremonies in all, where the pipe was the center of it all. Because the pipe, the stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put it together, it's the yin yang, it's all of creation. And so this is basically church. This is the altar. And when we put the pipe together, it basically awakens the spirit of the pipe. And the pipe is like the cosmos. It's like the presence of the divinity right here in our midst. And because they had a nomadic lifestyle back then, they could bring their altar, their church with them no matter where they went. And so when I do put the pipe together, like I said, it awakens the spirit of the pipe, and it opens a channel straight to Creator, so that when the pipe is joined, it's one giant prayer until it's taken apart. So when the pipe gets put together, think your biggest, bestest thoughts, your biggest, bestest dreams, your biggest, bestest prayers, your intentions, everything you think or say goes straight to Creator. So that is kind of the purpose of the pipe ceremony, is to create a space to connect to Creator and to send our intentions and our prayers on a fast track. And so what this looks like, the actual ceremony, I'm going to light some sage and some sweetgrass and use those to smudge everything energetically that's sitting here on my altar, including the pipe. And then I will say a prayer asking permission to smoke at this time in this place. I will join the pipe, and then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And during that part, there are prayers I say to the 4 directions and different things, and that part is all out loud, so you'll hear me say those ones. Then I mentioned White Buffalo Calf Woman. She is actually one of my spirit guides, has been with me for over 12 years now, since I did a vision quest long time, like 12 or 13 years ago. And she has been with me since that time. She appeared to me then and has guided me ever since. In fact, that's part of why I am a pipe carrier now, because I think it was always kind of in the cards. That's why she came to me. But anyway, when I was first doing these videos, I asked her permission to video these ceremonies. And she said, of course. And she was like, whose idea do you think it was anyway? And then she gave me a song that she wanted me to sing before each ceremony that I facilitate. So once I have the tobacco in the bowl, I will sing that song. Then I will light the pipe, and then I will blow silent prayers and blessings to the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all my relations, and then to Creator. Then I'll hold the pipe with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart for a moment for a silent prayer. And I'll come back, I'll relight the pipe, and the first thing I'm going to do is take a great big puff, and I'm going to blow it straight at my camera. And so through the magic of the holographic universe, the magic of the internet, that is a blessing from my heart coming through the smoke, the tobacco, through the camera, through the ethers, and through your device to your heart. Then I will continue to blow breath blessings for different intentions that I have, for some intentions that other people have asked me to do. Intermittently sitting in meditation, then do some more possibly. And then whenever I feel the energy is complete, whenever the ceremony feels complete, I will say another prayer. I will sing a song, and I will take the pipe apart, and that will be technically the end of the ceremony itself. And then depending on what time it is, my guides usually have something for me to talk about. So you can talk about some stuff then. And that's pretty much what you can expect. So let's do ceremony, huh? All right. I'm gonna light some sage and sweet grass. Oh, I love that. All right. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Wow. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place and at this time. All my guides and guardians, watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, to Wabun, Shanadisi, Majikiwas, and Wabus, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo, Catwoman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Yo. Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Yo. Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Yo. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for being that center that we can always return to, the safe haven, the halcyon days, the calm, the stillness. Thank you for lighting that fire within us to see clearly through the dark, to be able to see the light in everyone else's heart, to unify us, and to recognize that we are all family. Aho. Ihila-ihio, 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 ihi, ihi, ihila-ihio, ihila-ihio, did that feel to you guys? That was crazy powerful for me. I guess they all are, though. That's why this, of all my many, many years of exploring spiritual paths, spiritual ways, this is the most sacred ceremony, the most sacred space I know of. And it just brightens my heart to be able to share it with people. And I just hope and pray that others are able to get at least a glimpse of the connection I feel. I hope that it helps others to find that connection, at least for a little bit, you know, because once we have that one experience of stillness, of connection, that's a part of us, and we can never lose that. So, oh my gosh, stretch the legs. I was, like I said, it has been a rough week, a rough couple of weeks, and like dark night of the soul type stuff going on. In fact, I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning, and there's so many things that are unrooted right now, and it took my fellow practitioner here across the hall from me in the wellness center here. She did a little bitty reading for me today and reminded me that the only way out is in. Your heart is what connects you to Goddess, to Creator, to God, divinity, whatever name, label you want to put on the creative source of us all. Your heart is what connects you. And your heart is what connects you to everybody and every living thing. So rather than getting caught in the storm of stuff falling apart, and getting the duct tape out and trying to tape it back together, the only real way to, you're not going to resolve the storm. Things are falling apart. You're not going to put them back together. That might sound pessimistic on one sense, but I take that as a great, actually optimistic view. It feels freeing to me, because you are not responsible for saving the world, and you are not responsible for holding things together that are ready to fall apart and leave. Because if things are falling apart, it is a sign of healing. It is a sign that there is something bigger within you rising to the surface, and your outside world no longer supports who you are becoming. So throughout all the chaos, whether it's your own life, the lives of loved ones, the lives of other people across the planet, having horrendous things done, the only way to heal it is here. And I realized that I was running around trying to duct tape things together, trying to figure out how to jerry-rig my life to make things work, right? And she reminded me, it's like, okay, come back to center. Like Artemis, my, she's kind of my matron goddess. She always tells me to be the eye of the storm. Let the storm rage around you. Let things fall apart. It's in stillness, and it's heron medicine, you know, the great blue heron Heron stands in the pond, feet in the earth, head in the sky, those skinny little legs supporting him above the water so that he's not creating more ripples in the water, and through his stillness, the water's calm around him. So be that center, carry your stillness into the storm, and whatever is falling apart either doesn't suit you any longer, or it is being re-engineered into a bigger, better version of whatever it is. You are not defined by what is around you. You are not the world. You are the divine spark within your heart. And by being in alignment with that, and that was pretty much the purpose of doing these videos and this ceremony, is to create that alignment, that deep breath, to be able to connect here, and to come into that place of stillness, to be the calm within the storm, to let the storms always blow themselves out. They might last for a long time, but they always blow themselves out. They are non-sustainable. They are temporary. Calm always follows the storm. Day always follows the night. Even in the darkest night, you have a light within you. It may be lonely, it might be painful, it might be scary, but the only word that comes into my head is deliverance. Your deliverance from all of that is assured, not insured. Yeah, I'd like to get my payment for that storm. Your deliverance, your fulfillment, your thriving is assured. It's inevitable because you are divine. Nothing that happens around you, nothing that happens to you is greater than who you are. And that is where our hope, that is where that promise of light following darkness comes from, because it's not about good versus evil. It's about love and fear. Love is connection. Fear is separation. And it's in connection. It's unity. It's harmony. That is where our future lies. That is where healing lies. Things are falling apart. If you're feeling separate, that's because that is illusion. That is fear. Always choose love. Love yourself above all things. You are your main priority in this life. You are the only one who will be with you from your first breath till your last breath. And the best way to heal the world, to serve the world, is to love yourself. And I was just listening to Kyle Cease, and he was talking about, unconditional love is unconditional. The universe has unconditional love for you, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you have done. It's all okay, because you are divine, you are immortal, you are the spark of life that creates the world. You are not of the world, you are in the world. And where was I going with that? I start kind of channeling this information coming from my guides, and then my head gets in the way, and I start trying to think about it. There's separation. There's the the little barrier to the connection. But when you surrender and realize there is no separation, that's where that promise exists. Anything that is, fear is not real. Love is the only power in the universe. The universe is one. We are all part of one energy. There can be no separation. Fear is an illusion of separation, is the illusion that you're not part of what's around you. You're not part of everyone else. And scientifically, they've proven that that is not true. That even on a subatomic level, we are part of everything. Everything that happens is a part of us. You know, even they talk about, we get a little bit into quantum physics here, but quantum entanglement. They took, I'm not a scientist, but so I don't know if I use the right terms or not, but they took a proton or some subatomic particle, and they split it in half, and they put it, I believe, like 14 miles apart. And then they did what they called tickle. They tickled the one, and the one that was 14 miles away started reacting to what that they were doing to the one here. And quantum entanglement says that no matter if you were connected once, you are always connected. That those two parts, even though they are separate seemingly now, are actually still part of each other. And what you do to one affects the other. Now, if you take that back to the beginning of the universe, the Big Bang, or whatever you want to call it, we were all part of God, divinity, whatever you want to call it. And it expanded, but we are still connected to that divinity, and we are still connected to each other, and we are still connected to all things. We all came from stars. Everything, the earth itself was once part of a star. Everything upon the earth was once a part of a star. Even the things that are man-made, artificial, it's still part of nature. You can't step outside of nature. You can't step outside of the universe. And so we are part of everything. And even on a subatomic level, we're all connected. You know, we all have these energy fields. And as we interact, even just walking by each other, our fields interact, our fields connect. We walk past a tree and our energy field connects to the tree or to the animals. Everything you see, you are a part of. And yet you are individual. You are an individualized facet of Creator. But even when you can't see it, you know, the problem is we get caught in our head and we try to make sense of things. We try to figure out logistics and logically how things work. The problem is that the mind is the thing that separates. The mind divides things, which is that's where the ego comes from, because we have to, in this world, in this illusion that we're living in order to function, we have to know the difference between space and solid, or we're going to keep walking into walls, right? So there has to be a certain recognition of that seeming separation. But underneath all of that, we are part of the same energy. We are all part of the same creation, right? So you are never alone. Everyone who has ever lived, everyone who ever will live on the earth is right now, right here with you. Not in a creepy way, I know the first thing people think of when they hear that is like, oh my God, are they in the bathroom with me when I'm taking a shower? Well, yes, but it's not like they're not like voyeurs or anything like that. It's everything is part of you. I was going to go further on a tangent into quantum physics, but that's probably enough quantum physics for tonight. But just know that love is the only power in the universe. Fear is just the perceived absence of love. But for there to be an absence, fear cannot exist without love, but love can exist without fear. Fear needs love in order to be an absence of that love. It's not two equal forces banging heads like we think of within duality with good and evil banging each other. It's love, and then there's these perceived absences when we think we're separate. And all of that still serves a purpose, because it's through those places of fear, of seeming separation, of challenges that are the seed of our courage. It's when things are not going according to plan that we start to learn, that we evolve, right? Every challenge is a stepping stone to a greater you. Because again, if there's a challenge, you're rubbing up against the edge of your known reality. And like Einstein said, a problem cannot be solved with the same consciousness that created that problem. You have to step beyond that problem to a bigger reality. And so if there are challenges going on, know that it is a birthing of a greater self, that years from now you'll look back on that challenge and be like, I don't know how I could ever have been afraid of that. Look at, like, you just take it in stride. You are so much more than anything around you that's happening to you. That the universe naturally conspires for our wellness, for our well-being, and for our continued becoming. You know, we're always in this state of becoming more of who we are, because these fragile human bodies and this physical illusion of reality cannot contain the magnificent light of who you truly, truly are. You know, that brings up the medicine of the dragonfly. You know, it's like once upon a time there was this great mighty dragon, and he was so powerful, so magical, that he was arrogant. He liked to boast about all his deeds. And one day, Coyote, deciding someone needed to take him down a notch, and realizing that there was no one better suited to do so than himself, he went up to this mighty dragon and said, I bet you're not powerful enough to make yourself that big. And the dragon laughed in his face, and he turned himself into this tiny little dragonfly. Well, the dragon still had access to all those magic powers, and he forgot. He got caught in the illusion of physical reality. He got caught in the illusion that he was this frail little body. Separation. He felt separate from who he truly was. That's us. We're like the dragonflies here, and it's about remembering who we are, even when we're these frail little bodies, to remember that we have the power of the universe behind us, supporting us, working through us. And that this is all, this world, this universe is all an illusion, and that the only reality is love. That's who you are. Yeah. So give yourself the love that you never got. Give yourself the unconditional love, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're going through. You know, like they say, be your own best friend. How would you treat your friend? How would you talk to your friend if they were going through the same thing? Be your own best friend. Give yourself the love that you give to others. Because whatever you're going through, whatever you've done, is not who you are. And everything you've done with all the information you had at the time, with these limited brains. And it has brought wisdom, it has brought experience, and it is a learning tool to move to a greater expression of who you truly are, of realizing the dragon. Okay? So be good to yourself. Remember who you are. It is going to be okay. It is okay. Right here, right now. You are safe. You are held. And you are loved. Unconditionally. My guides are always, a lot of times I'll be doing ceremony or doing shamanic journey, and I'm checking in with my guides like, am I okay? Am I doing everything right? And they're like, you're the only one here who is judging yourself. They're like, we all see who you truly are. And we see the purpose and the reason for everything you do. You are the only one who is trying to categorize yes or no, good or bad. And so, like, look at yourself from the eyes of the divine. See yourself as perfect. See yourself as whole. Not in the egotistical separation again that you're better than anyone. You know, I actually, a few months ago, I did a soul retrieval for someone. And a dragon came back as their power animal, as their animal guide. And so I was having this conversation with this dragon, and he said, you know, everyone thinks we're arrogant. Everyone thinks that dragons are full of themselves. And he's like, you know, we are. But it's because we know our greatness. And then he said, the thing is, our greatness is not greater than anyone else. We see the greatness in every other person, but because others don't see their own greatness, they see us as arrogant, and they see us as a threat, because they haven't realized their own power, their own magnificence. So live your magnificence. Remember the dragon. Remember this great and mighty being that you are, beyond this illusion. One day this will all be gone and we will be reunited, I guess. At some point, you will be reunited with that divine spark that you came from. And this will all be a dream. So treat it as a dream now. Yeah. So I have probably chatted long enough, so we'll call it an evening. So like just as we called in the elements and the spirits to hold space for us, it's only polite, good etiquette to release them, let them know that ceremony is over, and we can re-emerge into the dream that is the world. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land, Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. All right, my friends, be good to yourselves. Remember who you are. You're not just the dragonfly. You are these magnificent, brilliant, radiant dragons. Or in my case, unicorns. But that's another story. Anyway, so thank you again so much for joining me. It does my heart good to know you're there to connect with you in this way. Thank you for supporting me in all my work by watching. Please share this video. If you know someone that it might be meaningful for, tag them in the comments. Know that I am here to support you. My job is to support the community that supports me. So you can look at my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and see the different shamanic services I offer, from readings to soul retrievals, like I mentioned. See what resonates, see if there's something I can do, even if you just want to come in and talk to the shaman and get a shamanic perspective on whatever is going on in your life. I so enjoy that. It's my love and my passion. So I will share this video to my Facebook page, of course, and then again I will upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. So you can rewatch this anytime you want. If you need a time of solitude, of stillness, feel free to watch it. It's there as a resource for you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it, all those other things that help me get up in the algorithms. I have no idea how those work, but I'm told that the more people subscribe, the more people that like the videos, it puts it up there so that more people can see them. So that's another way you can support me, and I thank you so much for joining me. Your presence here makes all the difference. So have a wonderful week. I will see you here next week. Invite your friends, share the video. Know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. So have a wonderful week. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. You are worth it. And go shining. All right? I will see you soon. Bye-bye.